breathing problem.
From a grocery store in North Hollywood to a drive-thru in Medford, New York.
Put your mask on before you get your employees sick.
The simple decision to wear or not to wear a mask has become America's latest flashpoint.
You're coming close.
Back off! Yes. Threaten me again!
Coronavirus cases are surging across the U.S., from California to Texas to Florida. More than 3.4 million people in the country have been diagnosed with the virus. Deaths are now up in 25 states. Yesterday, the director of the CDC, Robert Redfield, pointed out one of our best weapons in this fight.
I think if we could get everybody to wear a mask right now, I really do think over the next 4, 6, 8 weeks, we could bring this epidemic under control.
So I take these wipes.
Small business owners like Keith Walker in Virginia believe there's only one way to successfully stay in business right now.
Over here on my station, I have my Super Duty hefty mask.
What we know is that this virus travels on respiratory droplets, and a mask prevents those respiratory droplets from infecting someone else. So that's the basic reasoning on why each and every person should be wearing a mask right now.
Despite the science, some Americans have refused to wear masks, claiming they have a medical exemption or that they are ineffective or infringe upon their personal freedoms. Louisiana State Representative Danny McCormick is one of them.
Masks aren't bad. Mask mandates are.
In this video posted on Facebook last week, McCormick expressed his frustrations over new regulations.
The Constitution is being shredded. I think it's, the liberty belongs to the individual, not to the government.
About half the states in the country have statewide rules in place regarding mask wearing in public places. Alabama becoming the latest addition today. Louisiana, the state where Representative McCormick lives, added one 2 days ago. But McCormick stands in defiance, vowing that he will not wear a mask in public.
We're not looking up to give up any more of our freedoms.
Murray Batesh, a fervent Trump supporter, shares that same sentiment.
Forcing people to wear a mask and destroying an economy over a virus is unjustified at this point.
We first met Batesh waiting to get into the president's rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma in June, where he spoke to my colleague, Rachel Scott.
Do you think going into that arena is a risk?
Absolutely not.
Although the campaign offered masks for those attending, Batesh did not wear one in the arena, where he was surrounded by about 6,000 people. He says he still doesn't wear a mask while in public.
I'm really tired of the face coverings. And I do believe the virus is real. I just don't think it's as bad as people are making it to be.
In a few cases, the disagreements have turned violent. Yesterday in Dimondale, Michigan, a 43-year-old man who wasn't wearing a mask stabbed a 77-year-old man who was wearing a mask after a confrontation at a store over mask. After fleeing the scene, the suspect came into contact with a sheriff's deputy. As seen here in this video released by Michigan State Police, they say he approached the deputy wielding a knife.
Drop the weapon! Drop the weapon!
In response, the deputy opened fire, wounding the man who later died at the hospital. Despite these rare examples, an ABC News Ipsos poll found 9 out of 10 Americans are wearing face masks when they leave home.
I'm simply asking you to put on a mask to help protect people around you. In the event that you go to the supermarket and you end up being around someone's grandparent or someone's pregnant partner.
Perhaps some remain skeptical about the need to wear a mask now. Because of the onset of the pandemic, public health officials said the general public did not need masks. In this tweet from February 29th, U.S. Surgeon General Jerome Adams wrote, "Seriously, people, stop buying masks. They are not effective in preventing the general public from catching coronavirus." On April 3rd, officials reversed course.
We now know from recent studies that a significant portion of individuals with coronavirus lack symptoms. In light of this new evidence, CDC recommends wearing cloth face coverings in public settings.
Now with the number of cases exploding, even the president sees the need, talking about it in this interview with CBS News.
If it's necessary, I would urge him to wear a mask, and I would say follow the guidelines.
Recently wearing a mask during a visit to Walter Reed Hospital. What's the evidence coming in now from around the world?
2 hairstylists who were in Springfield, Missouri, who had COVID-19, were in close contact with over 139 of their clients. And luckily, they were working for a salon that followed the local ordinance, which required everyone to wear a mask. And even though these 2 people were symptomatic and positive for COVID-19, it was later found that they didn't transmit it to anyone.
So I'm getting ready to go to work now.
Keith Walker, himself a salon owner based in Virginia, says that example highlights the importance of mask wearing.
I do believe that wearing the mask and doing everything that you can do to protect your client from what you yourself may have is very important.
We first met him in April.
There's my beautiful salon.
When the pandemic hit, he was forced to shut down his business.
There's my little sign.
Which left him and his partner worried about how they would provide for their family.
This is what COVID-19 and 4 kids looks like.
When his salon reopened in May,
Here we go to start our day. Unlocking the salon.
his concern of how to provide for his children was eased, but a new one was added: safety.
I actually had 2 clients that called and were diagnosed with COVID. And so I was a little bit nervous after their quarantine and after they were cleared to go back to work. They came in and I was still nervous then too. I have to wipe everything down.
Adhering to CDC guidelines, Walker's had to change the way he runs his business. Among the scissors and dryers, masks are also a critical tool.
I did have a few clients that would come in and say, do I really have to wear this mask? When I told them, yes, I need you to wear the mask, they would wear the mask.
He hopes his customers understand that the small sacrifice of wearing a mask is one that will help keep his beloved business booming.
I know that we're all uncomfortable under the mask. It's wear a mask or wear a ventilator.
People, they think, oh, well, you're taking away my rights. I don't feel comfortable. It's not about you. It's about the person next to you.
Misty Diaz knows all too well the importance of wearing a mask. She spent last night saying goodbye to her father, Jose, who contracted COVID-19 and spent more than 2 weeks in the ICU.
There is nothing that we can do. And I called my dad, and I thanked him for everything that he's done for me.
Jose passed away this morning. Now through her pain, Misty's main mission: why masks matter.
This is about showing compassion for others and doing what we need to do for the short time that we need to do it.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.